yo. Guess who was right again? Candace Owens. And guess who's holding it down like the top G? My man, the Intel Skiff. Now it goes by the Skiff, at the Skiff over on X. If you aren't paying attention, if you guys really want somebody that just does fantastic reporting, is always on the right side of history and is just holding it down, the Skiff is it, man. He's my man. He got my documentary to go trending yesterday. I appreciate you, homie. So I want to report on what he just put out this tweet. He says, ex-CIA and information leaked earlier this year that confirms the existence of Emmanuel Macron's assassination squads and how the French leaders commands a secret military of professional assassins to eliminate critics and opposition. It's pretty interesting. Another reason the Macrons are targeting Candace Owens is after revealing their alleged sick ties to elite pedophiles. Ladies and gentlemen, it's all connected. This is what they are hiding and they don't want you to know. Way before Charlie Kirk's assassination or anything involving Candace's assassination rumors, former CIA officer John Carreyrou bluntly explained how France assassinates Greenpeace protesters, and an article also leaked backing up the claims about the French government. Now he goes on in this article to explain a ton more, but I want you guys to swing down there, do me a favor, follow the Intel Skiff, share this, finish this article, and check this video out.
And they're murderous too,
They're murderous.
Oh yeah. If you're a member, for example, of Greenpeace, they're going to blow your brains out if you try to, take over a ship or throw paint on a ship or whatever. They kill a lot of Greenpeace activists.
The French intelligence does.
Yeah.
Like not the paramilitary.
Oh, no. They're happy to go out and kill people.
I called this individual back. When I checked online, I realized that Emmanuel Macron is in Washington, D.C. February 24th. He is in Washington, D.C. And he had departed the White House just hours before I received the call. When I call that person back, they tell me something that is even stranger. They say, look, I again am the messenger here. What I was told from somebody that's pretty high up at the White House is that Emmanuel Macron is holding up negotiations to end the Russian and Ukrainian war unless you stop speaking about his wife. And I'm just going, what? Call him back the next day. And I say, look, this is pretty weird. You have to admit this is pretty weird. And you're not really giving me any details. And I kind of want to know who specifically you spoke to, because I think it kind of matters. Is somebody trying to do a side deal while Trump is doing a different deal? And at that moment, he's honest and he says, no, President Trump was on the phone too. And I go, oh, are you kidding me? You didn't tell me this yesterday? That there was some sort of a conference call and President Trump is on the line and you didn't mention, did you lie to me yesterday? Were you trying to pretend that it was like a third party person? And he says, no, I didn't lie to you. Like, I got a phone call and I obviously in the background, Trump communicated something to me. So he was there when the phone call took place. And I'm going, what the heck is going on? As we unpack the story of Brigitte and Emmanuel, you are going to notice some strange recurring themes. That scandals related to pedophilia and transgenderism, incest, and sexual perversion just keep accidentally following them wherever they go. We feel that it is necessary risk to protect children. And that's what this is about at the end of the day, protecting children from people that we believe are predatory. And I believe that Brigitte Macron was a predator. Make no mistake, I believe she is a predator. I believe that she's manipulating the press and manipulating the courtrooms. It's predatory. Manipulating journalists, trying to shut down speech, all of it's predatory. Brigitte Macron, who fancies herself something of a designer, wanted to install an erect penis with golden balls to become the new spire for the Notre Dame Cathedral. Yes, you heard me correct. Here is a headline in the Daily Mail to back that up. Brigitte Macron backed an erect phallus with golden balls as the new spire for the Notre Dame Cathedral, France's former culture minister claims. This is not a conspiracy. The former Minister of Culture was Roselyne Bachelot. She openly admitted that Brigitte Macron adversed her modern designs in January of 2021. I should mention to you now, by the way, that Emmanuel Macron, who was at first inaugurated in May of 2017, had his presidential portrait done, okay, that's it, and chose an interesting book to include in the background. A book by an author known as André Gide, a self-admitted pederast, okay? Now, a pederast, if you are not familiar with that term, according to Merriam-Webster, is a man who engages in sexual activity with a young boy, okay? If you're wondering, how does that differ from pedophilia? The answer is that pederasts are adult men, specifically, who are into only little boys specifically. So it doesn't include girls. Pedophiles can be into either, as long as they are minors. So André Gide was a self-admitted pederast. He was into little boys. Which book did Emmanuel Macron select for his portrait? A book from André Gide entitled The Fruits of the Earth in English, okay? In French, it's Les Nourritures Terrestres. Forgive my terrible pronunciation there. So that's him. That's the book that he chose. If you're wondering what it's about, the book is about how you should flee your family, how you should flee rules. Gide's work was autobiographical in content. All right, he was inspiring a younger generation of boys to flee tradition because he did that. He felt that he did that when, as an adult, he went to Algeria, which was then a French colony, to have sexual experiences with Muslim boys. So in 1894, when he was 24 or 25, he traveled to North Africa. He met up with Oscar Wilde and Oscar Wilde's homosexual lover, Lord Alfred Davis. These are elites. Just to be clear, we're talking about elites. And then he came back to his country of France, and he felt that he had gone through a sexual awakening. He accepted his homosexuality, and he embraced his proclivities.